Turn on the torch, light up the flame. Time to melt some glass, my friends. There you are. Here I am to explain, to teach, and create again. I notice that a lot of you guys have like the closer view and the higher def. Today, it's getting close to Christmas time, and I'm on what I call my Christmas ornament crush, where I am trying to push out a lot of ornaments, Christmas ornaments. Doesn't help to work at Walmart, because I give them to all the associates that I can think of. It's not like I give them to every single one, but the ones that come in contact with me, I give them a Christmas ornament, per se. Okay? And I've had a request for, of all things, a penguin ornament. And this year is no different than any other that I try to please. And I think I did one last year for. This one's going to be a little different. This one's going to be hollow. I was on a hollow kick earlier and doing a couple of videos, and I decided to go ahead and, hey, why not do another one? Okay? Okay. And of course, I did it again. Sitting here trying to blow into the end of the blow hose, and when you've had them as long as I have, you sort of tend to have to put them together 3 or 4 times, if you understand the principle. A little piece of glass between the 2 pieces of hoses, and it works out real well. Now, let's see if we can't get you a penguin going. Okay, I'm going to probably use about, I'd say, 3 or 4 inches of this tubing, but it's going to be condensing down into the body of the penguin. And the penguin, when it's finished, is going to be about 1.5 to 2 inches tall, with a little hole at the very top where we're going to have the most of the things that I do hollow, I put a hole somewhere on it to equalize the pressure of the tubing, so that if you have to refix it or whatever, it's not like you reheat it and it collapses in on you. Or so what I'm going to do is basically make a ball and then stretch it a little bit. And by making the ball, I'm heating up and collapsing and blowing out lightly, pushing, I wouldn't say collapsing, sort of just making a very bulgy Maria. There you go. I'm going to keep going with this. This is 9.5 heavy wall that I'm using for the body. Adding a little bit more than what I planned, but we're going to get there. Now I'm going to start blowing it out. Blow it out some more. Elongate it for the body of the penguin. There we go. That should be about enough for the body, and I'm also going to do the head here real quick. And on the very top of the head, I'm going to leave a little nipple or whatever you want to call it. Not trying to be sexist. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Okay. I could probably do that. Matter of fact, I love this. I just made a artistic executive decision. By what I'm doing now is this is going to be actual nose or beak of the penguin. You'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to heat it up and bring it out into the beak. And yes, it's coming out of the top of the head, but not for very much longer. You'll see what I'm going to do. And heat up right around here at the neck and replace or just nudge it around a little bit. I'm probably going to cut a lot of that beak off anyway. But they're not very long. Most of them anyway. And I'm going to narrow it down a little bit. A little bit more of a snub nose beak. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to give it some eyes. Penguin eyes are more on the side of the head. Just nudging it little bit by little bit. Now, I'm going to make another little bit of a nudge of glass right here on the top and blow that sort of out, but not out yet. And that's where I'm going to have it, the hollow attachment going on the top of the head. Now the wings. Most of the time I do my fold and pull method, and I am going to do it here on this one too. But what you can also do is the heat up enough and blob it on, and then go ahead and stretch it out to shape the wing. But again, that fold and pull that I do, you just got to learn to shape the wing. There's one. Now another. See if I can't make it look similar to this one, huh? Penguins aren't my forte, I'll tell you that right now. But that's part of fun. Is sometimes going out of your comfort zone to create something that you thought you couldn't. And yes, sometimes you'll get there and still not be able to make it. But then you might surprise yourself. And again, if you think of it as what it is, then 9 times out of 10 you can't do it. But if you look at it and try to say, this shape I can do, this shape I can do, put it on this shape of a body. I should be able to do it. You'd be surprised and come up with something that you couldn't have done 5 minutes ago. Okay? That's part of learning more about your art and your time and your practice. Now the tail. Make sure that when you're attaching things, you're attaching them well, and you can see that it's not thin wall. It's heavier. It's still got that heavy wall going on for it. It's not just a thin wall piece of tubing. Because if you did that, it would, you try to attach something, it would collapse right in on itself. So it's very important to try to make sure you have a good thickness in the wall as you blow the tubing itself. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and blow. Sorry about the shaking. The boom that I have the camera on is right in front of me, so you guys can get a better view. Put the loop on the top here. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the feet to this thing. There we go. Normally I put a cold weld on there and go from there, but I've been using my rippers. And these are some that you can get for like 20 bucks wherever, which work out pretty good for you. They work out good for me, and then you don't have to worry about pulling off the cold weld and then sealing it off. It's already ready to go. All you got to do is just make sure that now the feet, I'm just going to put these together. One base becomes both feet, and the way I do that is, as you can see, I've made a, and then I'll just put two pads, one on each side of this thing, and I might even have to put a little bit of a pad behind it so it can stand for itself, as it were. And in the past I've also brought down the tail so that you'll have that tripod effect going on if you want to do it that way. Matter of fact, I might bring the tail down just that little bit more. So we'll see. This might, I might just put a little bit of a tail or a tongue or whatever you want to put it in the back of these two pads to have that tripod effect going on. Tweezers, oh there they are. Snake that bit me. Tuck that out a little bit, or tug it out a little bit. These are the best flippers in the world, but they do the job. That one's a little bit big. Just let it reduce down a little bit. Now let's pull a little bit of it off. Artist license going on. You're your own worst critic. Sometimes that comes to your advantage, and sometimes that might come to your disadvantage, where you say, yeah, a little bit more here, and oh, a little bit more there, and oh, yeah, a little bit more here. And by the time you've done it, you've finally screwed up. You've got to learn when to say when you're working these pieces. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of a tongue right there. One on each side to say the back of each foot. What the hey, just one tongue. And that should be the trick, so that it stands by itself. You'll see. There we go. Take it back up a little bit. And I'm going to put that in the oven. And we got that done. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your day. Carpe Vitro. Click like, click subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you.